So we've had a little bit of an issue here. Honcho's got busted alternator, and let's see if I can find it here. Kind of got on fire. Not really sure what happened there, but so I've done a few things. One, I had an extra alternator right here, but that is the wrong style. So I did what anybody else would do, and I went out to Summit and I was going to buy a Power Master, but me being the cheapskate that I am, I went by the clearance aisle, and on the clearance aisle they had a Power Master 140 amp. It was for a Buick Roadmaster that I thought would work. And I even went into the line. This is the problem with the world today, parts guys. I went, stood in line, took the SKU number, took it to the guy up there and said, hey, I just want to make sure this will fit with my ICBT or IBCT or whatever it is, billet bracket for my big block. And he's like, oh yeah, no, it says right here it'll work. I thought, oh, cool. And it did. It did. So I got it home, and it's pretty. Real nice one. You bought the little harness to convert it. Doesn't fit. No go. So I did what anybody else would do. I went back to O'Reilly's, bought another cheapo, and swapped the pulley out. And I'm going to rewire it. I actually got a plug this time, so that'll be nice. Yeah, and then we're going to go try to drive it and see if it doesn't catch on fire and actually charges. So that's great. There's a little car show today up in Little Elm. I might try to run up there for a little bit. Take the LumberJack Jr. with me. We'll go scooch around, see what's going on. But I'm going to finish this up real quick, and then we'll see if it works. Okay, so tried to fix Honcho, didn't work. I got the alternator on, and I guess whenever that alternator burnt up, it backfed and killed the ignition switch. And of course, nobody has an ignition switch for a 78G body Malibu. Yeah. So we're gonna hop in the good old reliable Durango, and we're gonna go check out this car show for a little bit, and the part will be here at 3, and we'll we'll get back at it, see if we can get Honcho fired up. What do you think? Sound good?
Yep.
That's what we're gonna do. What?
Nothing. What?
Well, we arrived at the car show. Ready to go check it out? Got some pretty scenery over here. A little wakeboard park, a little lake. It's gonna be a good time. So we check them out and then go back and get Honcho running. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can somehow get it back out. Stay out here for.
Huh?
I don't want to stay out here till it's done.
No.
Where are we gonna be?
It's a new Corvette made to look like an old Corvette.
How do you know it's a new Corvette?
The interior, the roof line, the doors, the C5. It's just like that car. Right there. That made it look like that.
How you doing? Any questions or anything on this one?
Oh no, just browsing.
52 years.
Have you really?
Lots of memories, yeah.
Wow.
Bought it in July of '69, August 69, went to Woodstock, and I've had it ever since.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's just memory is here.
That's pretty amazing.
Yep. Been in 28 states. Music festival in Canada. Been everywhere. I do Veterans Day Parade, I do Labor Day Parade. This is the day I graduated. So my fraternity brothers, and there's the car right there.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Here we are coming back from Mardi Gras.
Wow.
Yep. Lots of good memories.
That's impressive to have kept it that long.
Yeah. Could never get rid of you, like selling a kid, you know?
Yeah.
What you asking for? I know.
Yeah.
We'll talk. No, I would never sell it. It's like part of me, you know?
Yeah.
It's been everywhere, and I'm driving it back next year to my 50th college reunion.
That's awesome. I have too much ADHD. I had one car I wish I would have kept. I had
Which one was that?
'64 Super Sport, black on black, 4-speed Chevelle.
Jeez.
Yeah, I bought it from the original owners when I was I would have had to been 17. Yeah. It was numbers matching car, and I drove it all through high school into college. And it had an M20 wide ratio in it, and the transmission, the shift selector broke. And it was sitting there for forever.
Oh my
and
God.
I just let it sit for a while. I had another car. I had a '67 Chevelle. And I had a guy drive by one day and said, "Hey, you want a Corvette?" And I said, "What kind of Corvette?" And he goes, "70 big block." And I was like, "Yeah, maybe." So we talked, and I did it, and it was the worst decision I ever made. I've never owned another
Corvette.
Corvette.
You ever track the car down?
Yeah, I found it. Guy, the guy I made the deal with, I told him, I said, "Hey, if you ever decide to sell it, will you please call me first?" And he didn't. And I was mowing the yard one day, and a guy rolled up in one of these right here, a hard top, green, and big old guy. He gets out of the car. He goes, "Are you Ryan Wing?" I was like, "Who's asking?" And he goes, "I bought a car. It's still in your name, and I need you to sign the paperwork on it." So what car is it? And he goes, "It's a '64 Chevelle." I was like, No, really?
Wow.
So I called the guy, and he goes, "Yeah, this guy wanted it." And I was like, "You were supposed to call me." So I knew where it was at for about 10 years.
In this area?
Yeah, it was in the HEB area.
gosh.
Yeah. And then I lost track of it about 10 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
Somebody needs to come up with a website, track my car.
Oh, yeah.
We had one where one of our members, he's like, he's retired now. He got a call one night back in the days when you could look up people's numbers.
Yeah.
And the guy said, we've had two circumstances like that. One where he got this call, and he has an unusual last name. And the guy said, "Did you own a red 62? Yeah. He was redoing the entire car, and he found a name and a name, and I think that was the only name. I don't know if it was the address or not, and he tracked him down, and so they.
That's awesome.
The most interesting one was another one was driving along. He was describing to his wife the car that he used to have, and he said, he goes into a 7-Eleven, and he has that car magazine, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
He says, he opens it up, he says, "This is what it looked." It's his car.
Get out of here.
He went and bought his car back.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, pretty amazing. I mean,
So I'm hoping one day I can run across one of mine. I've had so many.
It's meant they come back to you.
That's it. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Very true.
But that's a shame you sold the other one. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
you live, you learn.
Yeah.
You live, you
What
learn.
are Streetcar Chronicles?
It's a YouTube channel that me and him do. Me and my son.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and it's a bunch of our my buddies, car buddies. We do a lot of us are into racing, so we do a lot of racing stuff. And I'm more the muscle car, hot rod kind of guy, and they're my other buddies are into the big drag racing stuff. So.
There's no vote, so you got your ballot, fill it out, bring it up to the tent.
Okay.
Voting is now ending.
Okay.
So you got your ballot out there, check off the box and bring it on in. Just a reminder, we still have some time to visit our friends.
Like 20 minutes or so.
Visit our friends up here by the Kansas Lakefront Little Elm.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a rad truck.
You want to hear a cool story for this?
Yeah.
This is the very first truck I owned when I was 16. I sold it when I was 17. I hunted it down for 20 years, bought it back, and then I did everything to it I would have done when I was 16.
Get out of here.
I won the lottery by finding it, man. And the only thing left that's really to do is center cut console and then paint. But my granddad, who was very important to me in my life,
Yeah.
he passed away 6 years ago. This mark on my tailgate is from the first time I tried to back up to a trailer.
Get out.
I made that mark. That's still there, and he's been gone for 6 years.
How cool is that?
Tell me that's not a cool story.
That's rad.
But yeah, I got to get my very first truck back.
That is very cool. Me and my grandpa was super close to. He's the one that got me into cars.
Yeah,
He taught me how to use my hands.
absolutely. Do you have anything out here?
No, well, we were trying. Alternator fried on me the other day, and so I put a new alternator on it, changed, fixed the wiring, and went to go start it, and I guess it backfed and killed the ignition switch. So
What do you got?
78 Malibu, big block.
Awesome. 3D. Well, no, big blocks. That's
Yeah,
gonna be,
it's got a 454 in it.
454,
Yeah, aluminum heads, and it's.
I fried 3 alternators on this when I was doing the wiring with the Holly Terminator system.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
I've been there, man.
Yeah.
I tried to build it for Rocky Mountain this year. I started.
That's what we were shooting for, and
make it, so.
I'm number 21 on the wait list, which Matt Frost looks.
Yeah, Matt said, hey.
Yeah, no. And I had everything in the cart.
Week it, you know?
Yeah, that's why. If we get in, we get in. If we don't, we're gonna road a week it.
Yeah,
That's what we're gonna do. Because I got 3 buddies that are in it, and so.
Well, if you decide to go 1-0 next year, I started a group.
Yeah.
Called RMRW Texas Convoy,
Okay.
and it's trying to get a bunch
Hang
of
on.
Texas folks in there.
Yeah. So how about I take you to get some ice cream somewhere? Yeah, let's do this. You notice what else? The truck is bare metal. It doesn't have paint on it. They just sanded it down and put something over it.
Okay. Yeah, those look really good. I've seen them on the website and never seen in person. There's one get TMI. I mean, that's TMI, but they were so much more expensive. Yeah. Yeah, all this here.
That's rad.
I actually reupholstered on
Urgent.
Yeah. This is where it's at right here. This one yours?
1970.
Beautiful car.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
All original.
It is something else. $440. So what's the story on this one?
All original, first year production, this was 1 to 6. And took 3.5 years to restore it. Took every nut and bolt off of it, some of the restoration place. Put it back on the rotation and put them back in like we were in the factory.
How long have you had it?
5 years.
Yeah, beautiful. You do all the work yourself, or?
A guy from Hamtramck, Michigan used to work on the lines up there. He retired and he started doing it on the side, and I contacted a broker who deals with classic cars, and he contacted him and built it for me.
Very cool. Very cool.
Not one bit of bond, it was all metal. Any rust, anything on it. The only thing you found was on the driver's pan, underneath the brake, had a little condensate with rust out there.
Yeah.
But he replaced that. That's the only thing he replaced, but he did it with a piece of metal.
Very cool. Well, that's a beautiful car. That's amazing. It's amazing. Very cool. What was your name?
Steve?
Steve, nice to meet you. I'm Ryan.
Ryan?
Yeah, this is Jake here. Trying to bring up the youngin'.
Oh, yeah.
Got to keep it alive.
That's why I bought this about it. So people like him can appreciate what the cars were. They were piece of art. We go out and play the tail of Pontiac, the Ford, the GTO.
Yeah.
That's what I look at.
Yeah, these here anymore, they don't have nothing. No style. They can make them swoopy and blocky and put lines in them, do whatever they want, but they don't make them true to anything. I mean, you can't tell the difference between that and a Malibu anymore.
That's metal.
Yep.
That's not plastic.
Yeah. That's when America was good. Well, it's good talking to you.
Yeah, good talking to you.
All right, you have a good one. Well, you came and saw what Concord, huh? Pretty cool little show. A lot of cool stuff out here. A lot of rare birds, some 70s stuff that nobody hangs on to. Saw some pretty cool stories on some old hot rods that, you know, were lost and found again. That's what it's all about, right? Try to teach them. It's more than a hobby. It's a way of life. It's a way of life. We're gonna go home, cool off, because it was hot. Good old Texas sun is brutal. And then we'll slide on down to good old O'Reilly's. You gotta say O'Reilly's. O'Reilly's. See if they got our stupid ignition switch. Maybe we'll try to get Honcho running. There it is.
Auto parts.
Wow. Well, we got back from the car show, and for some stupid reason I thought it would be a good idea to come back out here and work on this thing. And let me tell you, you know, there are days where you think to yourself, I love hot rodding. And then there's days like this where you're just like, gosh, all I wanted to do is go party, have a good time. No. So, there's my switch, right down there in the darkness. And I've never done one in here, so I'm learning. But I dropped the column, that's as far as it wants to go, so that means I'm gonna have to go underneath here and pull this bracket off and then see if I can work my hands around there and get that thing out, and then somehow get all the plugs out and then replug in the new one. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try this now, see if I can get this done, knocked out. I haven't heard this car run in about 3 weeks, so I'm tired of pushing it. It's time to start it. Time to run. Honcho has to run. So anyway, like I was saying, got these two right here. There's the bad one, the good one. All this crap. Now I got to put it back in. Apparently, this was not recording earlier, which is unfortunate for you because you missed a lot. No, you didn't. You kind of did. Mainly the, good grief, working on cars sucks. And they don't even look the same. Is that right? Yeah, it's the same. I just need to stop being retarded about it. Let's see. This one was over here. This had to have been like this. Or maybe it was like this. No? Staggered. See, for me, shapes and colors, this wasn't my thing. I was not a fan of shapes and colors. See, this appears that this is kicked out for that to go there, but that is the wrong way. So this would have been the correct way, but that doesn't fit. So that only leaves one other option. Burn it all to the ground. This can't be the same. I'll be damned. Oh shit. Pardon my French. See, what happened was, I was working away and I got a phone call. Like an idiot, I answered it. So dumb. You should never answer the phone when you're working. Never. Maybe some of these don't. That doesn't even seem like it's the same size. What? No. That's not right. I figured out the shapes and colors portion of it. That's great. Turned out, all you had to do is stop being a moron about it and realize that you're looking at it from a different angle. Yeah. So anywho, I'm gonna wrap this back up, and I'm gonna turn this off because I'm gonna probably curse a lot, and then we'll turn it back on whenever it's ready to fire, so you can witness that it's still not gonna work. I'm kidding. It should work. Moment of truth. Think it's gonna work? Come on, baby. Of course it didn't. Yeah, we got bigger problems than I thought. No surprise. It's usually what goes on in my life. Just want to go have a little fun. Next thing you know, you're ripping the dash out chasing a wiring gremlin. It's not what we're gonna do here. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, we're not gonna do that to Honcho. We're gonna figure it out. And if that way doesn't work, we'll figure another way, because we're not rewiring Honcho. It's not happening. So I guess stay tuned if you want. It's painful. It's painful to watch. But it's all good. I think I've either got a communication error between the battery and the inside of the car, a cab somewhere, or we've got something down on the starter. Thank God I got those big old headers on there. Those are great. Until you gotta mess with the starter.